Okay, so I'm asked about lower back pain and how you can alleviate lower back pain. There's always going to be two solutions to the body to helping any problem or challenge. So let's take back pain. You've got to lengthen and strengthen. That's all it's down to. So to lengthen the spine, or to stretch if you want to use that word, you would have your hands open, lie down on the floor. You're going to lift your hips, thrust your hip up to lengthen the spine, lift the thoracic spine, lift the groin or the pelvic area, thrust it up as high as you can with the thumbs in a backward position against the floor so that the rear deltoids are being pulled back, the neck is long, and then you're basically lengthening yourself all the way up to the tailbone. So that's a good way of going into a hold, an isometric hold at the top, and then you would do some dynamic movements of it. So treat it as a stretch and move up and down for reps, find areas where it's stiff and go into that zone and loosen it up. Then you have to think about the spine in the way that it works. It works in an upward, downward motion, sideways motion, and a rotation. So the other thing you would do is you would do something as simple as touching your toes. So you're lengthening the hamstring and you're doing that upward, downward motion. Then you would do an inchworm, so you would lengthen your arms away from you until you're holding your body vertical to the floor with your fingers up like that and your toes stretched out that way, so your shoulders are lengthened out, your core's drawn in, your butt's nice and low, you're really lengthening out, and you pull yourself back to touch your toes to deepen into the hamstring, the curvature. So basically you're curving the spine and then you're lengthening the spine. Yeah, you could even come back and then do a backward bend, a nice gentle slow backward bend to do a nice extreme curve that way, but you do that slowly. Then you want to consider some form of twisting, so rotation, either where you've got a stick behind your head and you're rotating your body, or you would do a Thai boxing kick to rotate the body, or even a punch so that you're getting a hip rotation. You could do a twisting motion like a Russian twist, for example. There's a lot of movements. I can't go on to all of them, but let's just talk about the motions. Then you would do a side bend type of motion, either with a kettlebell, a yoga bodyweight movement, a side plank, or even a side bend with a dumbbell. So those are options for doing it. Now for strengthening the upper back, you would do something like a prone row. You would do a bent over row once you know how to do the technique properly, and also a deadlift. So you're thinking, why am I saying that? Because they might hurt your back if you do them incorrectly, but actually with proper training, personal training, someone that knows how to do that, you actually get the stabilizers in the lower back working, getting them stronger. So if this is helping and this is the type of material that you want to work on in person with me or my team, check out the website awpts.com and look forward to training you very soon.